What does it mean to be transgender? And what the heck is non-binary anyway? Or do you ever find yourself asking questions and pondering things like, why would a single person want to be called they? Aren't people just born male and female? And I thought that sex and gender were the same thing, aren't they? Well, you're not alone. My name is Reverend Deborah Johnson, RevD, and I'm here to help us unpack some of that. I have a workshop coming up on July the 13th, Gender Made Simple. And it's a primer to take a look at these basic ideas about how we view gender and gender identity. I liken it some to the way that we think about race. We have a racial identity and we have a race. So as my racial identity, I identify as Black with an ethnicity of being African American. But identity is very fluid. It evolves over time. Growing up, we didn't call ourselves Black or African American, but that journey from being colored and Negro to Black and African American, that's not just semantics. There's something very important that's going on there. And although I racially identify as Black, when it comes to biology, the genetics of it all, let's just say it's just a little bit more complicated than being Black. Such as it is with gender, such as it is with sex, that there are nuances, there are complexities, and I'm just going to create a space for us to have a discussion and unpack some of that. We're going to be looking at gender not as mutually exclusive male or female, but to show how we are all wonderful combinations of them both, and that it exists upon a spectrum. I'm going to be using a model that I created and presented recently at the Parliament of the World Religions. I've been struggling with these issues of gender identity all of my life. I have been working in the field professionally and have presented and worked with numerous corporations throughout my life. Corporations like MCA Universal, like Apple, Hewlett-Packard, AT&T, Kaiser Permanente, and the list just goes on and on. I've been deep in the trenches, growing up in the Pentecostal church as a gay kid that didn't feel all girly and was more on the tomboyish side. I've been in the courts. In fact, I have 2 landmark cases. One that set precedent for the inclusion of sexual orientation into California's Civil Rights Bill 40 years ago that set the precedent for marriage equality now, all based upon our understanding about equal rights based on sex. So I get it. There's a lot that's going on, and I think I have some ways to help us to understand it a little bit easier. No question is silly. And regardless of how familiar you are with the subject or not, I invite you to the workshop. There's going to be on YouTube a 30-minute free introduction. So check it out. Tell somebody. You can register on my website at revdnow.com, and let's make sense out of this together. See you soon.